Hey, this is Chris from BattleRap.com here in Toronto with
Bishop Brigante, King of the Dot. You know what it is.
Yeah.
That beard.
I know, we traded beers.
It's definitely popping, bro. I'm proud of you.
It's popping right off my face, in fact.
It is. How do you feel?
You know, warmer.
Yeah?
Sure.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
It's not quite as brolic as mine was, but you're on the way.
It'll get there.
You're looking a little Teen Wolf, too. A little Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf as well, I suppose.
No, Teen Wolf 2. The second
Teen Wolf.
That's not
we're here to talk about battle rap.
Yes,
so we're here in Toronto. It's the night before the Flatline main card. We're going to see a press conference today.
Yep.
I guess let's just do a preview of the event. What are you looking forward to the most here?
Man, I'm definitely looking forward to Pat staying daylight, only because the number one question in everybody's mind is which daylight are we going to get? Are we getting Antics daylight, or are we getting the bars? Do you want to talk about?
What do you think we're going to get?
I think if we get, I don't know, he might completely sideline everybody and just come with 100% bars, or if he does an antic, I'm scared to find out what the antic's going to be.
Are you going to be front row center for that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't get caught in the drive-bys. I'm not an innocent bystander victim of the antic drive-by. You know what I mean? I don't get caught in that. I was front row for the Pesci. What was that? What was that called? The Ballgate scandal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there for that. I didn't get nothing splashed on me. You know what I'm saying?
I was pretty close for Squattergate, which was the duel in the desert.
Wow. You see, I was actually with somebody yesterday, my dude from Trife and Clothing, and he just couldn't wrap his head around daylight, like the idea of daylight. And I was like, no, but look, man, like he's like, nah, this man tried to take a shit on stage. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fucked up, but he's got bars. And then I was really trying to break it down to him. I played him, you know, daylight versus Chilla Jones, and it didn't even matter anymore. So I don't know. You know, I know how funny it is and how calculated it is and what it's doing for him, but I don't know how good it's doing for his fan base in Toronto. So
is it good for battle rap?
I don't know what it's good for. I think it's good for daylight. I don't know if I would categorize everything that he's doing under battle rap. He happens to be doing it on the battle rap stage, yes, but it's all just for him because it's not doing anything for anybody else.
No, like the trickle down effect of the views coming.
Because nobody else is doing antics, really.
Thankfully, I mean, I like to think of him as almost like the martyr that, you know, he does all the antics. So if anyone else does anything like that, then it's like, oh, you're just biting daylight style.
Right. So yeah, maybe it's a great thing for battle rap, man. Maybe he's so OD with it that it keeps everybody else in line, that they just don't do that shit and everybody else just spits bars. So he's like I said on the interview, he's a genius. He's a genius.
Let's talk about the other one of the other big battles from the night, Sharon versus Charlie Clips. You saw both Sharon and Charlie Clips' performance at Summer Madness 4, their most recent ones. I guess Clips had Ilmac after that, but you know, in terms of a big performance, it was Clips versus T-Rex and Sharon versus Shotgun Suge. Putting those two fairly epic performances back to back, who do you think is the winner out of those two?
That's tough, man. That's tough. I don't even know if I could. I can't honestly answer it, man. I really root for Sharon. I want him to do well all the time. But Charlie Clips is currently my top favorite battle rapper right now. If I had to go based off of those two battles, I would have to give it to Charlie Clips, because Sharon is incredible. I've seen Sharon in great moments. But was his battle as epic as Charlie? What he did to Suge, was it as epic as what Charlie Clips did to Rex? Not even close. So I would give it to Clips. However, this is home court advantage, so to speak, for Sharon, and Sharon is really good at handling his business at home. So and he did pretty good in America. So
Clips, though, it seems to have home court advantage in whichever stadium he's in. He connects with every crowd from Don't Flop to Los Angeles to Toronto to New York.
I'm trying to give Sharon something. Let me give Sharon something, man, because I think Sharon's incredible, man. I think he's gonna do great. He's definitely gonna put his numbers up. He knows how I feel about it. I definitely feel it's his biggest battle to date. I think it's his biggest battle to date. I would like him to pull through, but like I said, I'm edging towards Charlie Clips. He's incredible, man. Yeah. He's incredible.
Yeah. Let's talk about Uno Lavos versus Roan. Thoughts on that one?
Roan's pretty hard to beat here, man. Roan's pretty witty. He's really funny. I think that Uno's been doing great in New York.
And in the UK this past weekend as well.
He's been doing his numbers. I'm gonna edge that to Roan. I think Roan's a little funnier, and I think that's what they're both gonna bring to this event. Tycoon Tax, what up?
Yeah. And let's talk about Tax versus Rosenberg Raw. What do you think about that one?
Again, I think Rosenberg Raw is incredible. I think he did really good here against Skelly. But I think Tycoon Tax is definitely out to prove something this time. I've spoken to him prior to the battle, and I think he's got bigger goals now, and I think he needs to really set an example. So I'm hoping that by him saying that, and letting me know that he's got an example to set, that it really resonates with the crowd and on camera. So I'm rooting for Tycoon Tax.
Full disclosure, are you his manager still?
Wow. I mean, I advise him. Okay. So there's no bias there.
Okay. You're not taking 10% of his paychecks or anything?
Perhaps. Perhaps I'm taking 10% of everybody's paycheck. My cameraman is holding your camera. 10%.
I'll give him 10% of the footage.
You're just not getting back your lens. 10%, right?
And then a bunch of other battles that we could talk about. We should cut this fairly short. Yeah. Anything else that you're looking forward to that people should expect over the weekend? I'm just looking forward to everybody to having a good time and finally having another event in Toronto. It's been a minute. It's been a long time, and yeah, man. Let's see where the chain lands at the end of the night, and hope everybody comes out, has a really good time, and then we get ready for Blackout. Amazing. Stay tuned. All right. BattleRap.com. Bishop Brigante.
Yep.